Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your fur style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class: Psy-Freak, Mercenary, Deadeye, Commando, Psy-Freak, Saboteur, Sentinel, Psy-Freak, Commando. Commando chosen. Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your ki, the primal energy that flows.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the
So glad you realize who you really are. Let's keep to the bright and...
You can't contradict your...
Because you...
But remember...
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. The oil sludge is everywhere. For most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
swoon.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Nothing like a little exercise. Toxanol built vessels called arcs to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single arc There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Great shot. So much damage. Boom. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
lo yuan koibe o korfabe.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
Setuata babkila aya mu aya.
He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up.
Mauya.
He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed.
Setuata babkila mopu far kobi.
There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true.
Befabihita on tokub kirko.
The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad.
Fai ketawa yatu yao mawa.
The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial
Ewe bobuye. Fai ketawa.
It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma.
Ewe bobuye.
There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
Ya you mawa. Ikamapen.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have.
Ye mufurbu. Bum. Weta gono.
It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
Tuloya. Uto lula. Farfarifto. Tuka kubu.
The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree. Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Muma's love. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding. You've found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you... You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that... They're hiding in the Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the... He says you'd better hurry back. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is a...
Yalawa wat nawa. Loma utulu.